Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Talking Wrestling. Obviously, I got my co-host Keenan with me, and I have a good friend of mine, Jason Connolly. So obviously, what's up, Keenan? How are you this week? Because we missed last week, and that was my fault. I'll take the heat for it.
Mecca, what do you want to talk about, motherfucker? No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Acknowledge me, bitch. Nah, I'm good. And sorry if I look over to the left, my screen's over here now. I moved last week or this week. I forget. It was such a blur, dude. Fuck moving, dude.
It's okay. It's
So
okay.
much money, dude.
I had a good day today, which is a rare occurrence. Because every time we talk privately, it's like fucking the world blew up. Right?
People are playing for once, dude. Like crap, man. I'm happy I moved, but it was just like, oh no, we need more money for this. We need more money for that. We need more money. Like, damn, guys, come on, dude. Like every dime I saved, they're just like trying to take it. Trying to take it.
But
who's
way in the world
with you? Is that your father, bro?
What did you say, Keenan?
Is that your father, my dude? No, I'm just messing with you. I'm just joking.
So obviously we got SummerSlam, but before we get into SummerSlam, I do want to give Jason an opportunity to kind of say who he is, what he's done, certain things. Not to bring up a sore point, but he's done some cool stuff like this. You know, I haven't cracked this one open yet. I'm excited to eventually.
You might have some in there. Almost, those things have been selling pretty good too. As soon as I get the website back up, people have been waiting for them. I guess
who are
for those
you?
that
Before we get to SummerSlam, why don't you give a quick introduction of who you are? Because you're in front of my audience and you're in front of Keenan's audience at the same time.
got you. Hook it up. All right. Basically, I'm nobody. No, my name's Jay. Jason Conley, but I go by Jay. I am the owner and head writer and publisher for Fate 68 Comics. That has now become probably one of the next biggest independent comic book companies out there in the past 3 years. Yay for me. Fuck you, Brian Polito. So we are actually starting our 7th title release, and that's coming up soon. We had a great last 2 campaigns on Kickstarter for Living Dead Girl, and also for our Sugar Cookie release, and our Strange Twist of Fate anthology is about to be launched. And the good news is, I'll drop it here first since we just did it. Just had a sit down, and we're meeting Tuesday. The trailer for J.K. Cummings, the movie, is finally being made, and hopefully, once that's made, you're going to see that on Netflix or Amazon or Hulu. Yeah, finally.
So this is
done.
Perfect.
Can I say something about the brown Speedo real quick? The brown Speedo burrito thing? I have no idea what the hell we're talking about.
I don't either. He's dropping things too. I was like, what?
Fuck that guy. No, I don't know.
Fuck you, Brian Polito.
I am gonna have no friends left in comics, am I? At the end of this interview. Oh, it's all right though. It's all right.
Let's be honest. I don't think I think we're the only 2 friends out there, Mac. I think we're all here. All your friends. Right now.
No, I have 3. I have 3 others. I mean, I went to my friend's wedding and that was fun. I was the only kid who showed up from college to his wedding, and we had a great time.
It sounds like you're about to say, I have one black friend. One black friend out there. I have one black friend.
There's so many things I can say. There's so many things I can say to that.
What?
There's so many things I can say to that, but I will just laugh. I will cackle in my response. But enough about that. I want to talk about SummerSlam, because obviously SummerSlam's tomorrow, and I'm super excited for it. I am very excited for what I think is going to be the best match, and I want to talk about that first. And I think the best match on the card is CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre with Seth Rollins as the referee.
I'm going to interject on something real quick because I didn't ever get to talk wrestling with you guys, and I am a wrestling fanatic too, those that don't really know. I see that, but I'm also I'm hoping that it's not going to be the same, but glimpses of the Austin, Tyson, and all that shit. I don't want to see that happen again. I want to see something different. And the other thing is off of that subject, real quick, what's going on with SmackDown? This is like the third time in 3 weeks that SmackDown is. What are they doing? Why are people doing stuff that every time something's going on that I have to see black every single time because somebody either can't keep their pants on or doing things? Is that what's going on? Is that now that they're so live that they just have to keep blurring everything? Have y'all had that experience when you're watching SmackDown? It just goes black.
I only watch
and then it comes back.
Experience that Mecca. I don't know what Mecca does.
So I haven't seen it in a while because I don't watch SmackDown. I watch like almost every other week. So I don't watch a lot of SmackDown. The last time that I saw really all of this, was when Sasha Banks had, her thong slip out of her pants.
Jeez, that's been a while then, man. I'm hoping this transfer to Netflix will get rid of all this editing shit so they can keep going with it.
I'm not opposed to bleeping out certain things, right? So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to cover up stuff like that, but it also raises questions. Are your wrestlers like unprepared? Are they being sloppy? If that's the case, but I haven't seen it, and maybe I'm not paying attention as much, and maybe it's happening so fast that it doesn't even register in my head.
Oh, it's actually more than fast. Sometimes, like tonight, it went off when Logan came out, and it was for a good 20 seconds, and I was like, what happened? And it's like always there's somebody there either holding up a racist sign or some stupid shit.
It could also be like, fuck you, Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Fuck like that guy. I hate him.
Oh, you serious? Now, I did not like him at first, but he is a breath of fresh air as a heel that brings some good entertainment, and you can always expect a good match with some crazy shit when he's in there. That's a match I will see.
Fuck Logan Paul, like in a good way. Like I actually like, dude. I actually feel like fuck LA Knight. Like I don't like LA Knight. I don't like his old what's he doing? Like, dude, okay, Rambo, fucking 2024. Shut the fuck up. Like I swear to God, I hate LA Knight, and not like, but real talk, like I feel like every title has to change in this SummerSlam except for like the very last one. I feel like every one of them has to be a title change. Speaking of what?
I mean, the only one that shouldn't change is Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, it's the only one that's not going to change. I don't think every other one is.
Do you have a feeling somebody's coming back for that one?
What's up?
You think somebody's going to be coming back on that match?
I don't. Maybe. Wait. They just made it. I mean, I don't know if I'm spoiling anything. I just watched it. They're making it Bloodline Rules or some shit. Which I think. I mean, that's the dumbest name of Bloodline Rules. Like, isn't that like no disqualification? Just let your homies that you're about to get beat the fuck up, and then. But whatever. I'm kind of over the Bloodline there.
I mean, it's kind of like. I mean, once he's beaten the head, I mean, you're talking like the fourth down the line that's never really proven himself. There's no way to really enjoy and know that this match is just like, there's no way this guy can beat Cody after what he just did.
I have my theory. This match is going to be a solid match. I mean, I love the poster for SummerSlam. I might buy that poster because this SummerSlam poster of Sikoa in the car, and he's looking like he's like a gangster, is sick. It's an awesome poster. It's one of the best posters they've ever done.
I'm sorry, Mecca, but I'm not for sure I've ever heard you say anything more white in my life. Looking like a gangster? Like that was good, Mecca. That was good. Like
you can use it. I'm fine. I'll take the L on it.
Looking like a gangster. Solo Sikoa. Looking like a gangster, guys. No, I'm not fucking with
it. But what I think it's going to do is that I think Cody's going to beat him because that's the only title that shouldn't change.
He has to beat him. He can't get beaten. You can't beat Roman Reigns and lose to Solo. Who the fuck is Solo Sikoa?
Yeah. So that's why I think somebody's coming back, or I think Logan Paul's got to lose. I think he's got something coming up anyway, so he can't take the title with him.
You transition Solo into a Survivor Series where it's new bloodline versus old bloodline.
Oh, now you're talking. Maybe a little bit of the big boss man.
but it's going to be a 5-on-5 match, War Games match. And the only reason why you want to do that is that, or it could be 4-on-4, and you want Sami Zayn back.
No, we get The Rock coming back as a last minute. The Rock's going to come back as a last minute because somebody might not be in there and they need one more person. They go, who is your next person going to be? And The Rock pops up.
I'm telling you, but it's a Survivor Series is gonna be CM Punk, fucking Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens. They're gonna go up against maybe even the new bloodline, maybe the bigger bloodline with Roman Reigns and The Rock or something. But they're working on putting those four, at least those three together. I'm sure they're gonna want to add in like the next biggest one, like CM Punk. But Cody Rhodes even mentioned Kevin Owens and Randy Orton tonight in his little promo against Solo.
Yeah.
Which, can I mention, it might be the cutest thing ever when fucking Cody's like all fucking pumped up and then his like little light lisp comes up. It's like, look here. I was like, yo, dude, you can't be tough having a slight lisp, Cody. And I know I'm not talking shit about people with lisp, but when he gets all like pumped up and he gets that slight lisp, it's like, damn, bro, you kind of cute like a Care Bear when you do like that, dude.
Solo had me giggling on that one because Solo finally just said, "Tell him dude, just shut up." He just told him to shut. He started to go on his little rant, and he just did. Fuck you, Brian Polito. So, I thought it was funny myself.
Fucking Brian Polito.
There's gonna be no ever returns for me and with certain people after this interview, but I don't really care. I'm okay with that. I will sleep fine at night.
You keep calling this an interview. I think it's more of a round table, bro. You're not interviewing us.
The round table.
Equals here, Mecca. Quit trying to storm us, dude. Like you feel like the heat that you're just trying to. This is an interview. This is our group round table thing, bro.
Fair enough. I will surrender the point.
You aren't
actually saw.
You aren't the tribal chief, Mecca. Not on this one, bro.
I have a feeling that I like that whole thing you said with the whole like combat thing with the 5-on-5 or 4-on-4 with the Bloods. I have a feeling that would be good, and that might finally get us The Rock coming in, squaring off against Roman.
Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn hug again. That's what I want. That's all I want, guys.
No homo. I just want them to hug again, like with their shirts off and touching each other, and be like, "Oh,
they can have their shirts on. You don't have to be
both have their long, sweaty hair just dangling on each other and stuff." There you go.
If that's your fantasy, you can imagine that, but please keep it to yourself, Keenan. Please.
I can tell you this: I better start doing something with Jay because they're losing him.
Is the Survivor Series still like you're trying to get through like the head team? Like, okay, this team battles that team battles that team?
It's not like that anymore, is it? It used to be.
It'd be cool if it was. Maybe if they brought that back to that way, you could see the bloodline. Okay, two bloodlines fighting, and then one bloodline moves on to Kevin Owens. That's what I was just thinking. I was like, I don't know if they do it like that anymore.
No, that's a good point. I haven't seen that in a while. Right.
I would to see War Games. So they brought basically Survivor Series last year was War Games, and War Games is awesome. By definition, War Games is awesome, and it makes so much sense where they moved it out of NXT into Survivor Series, and it's two steel cages wrapped up. You got two rings, and it's a fight, and it's and weapons, and it's a war, right? And it's great. It's War Games. It's like Lethal Lockdown. It's awesome. So I like the concept of Bloodline versus Bloodline. I don't think, and then you bring back The Rock, and then basically you say that Solo couldn't get the job done, and then you get Paul Heyman, and then you start building this out, and now
yeah, you get Paul Heyman coming back, bringing him. Yeah, Paul Heyman was going to walk in with Roman Reigns, and then a few seconds later, right behind him, The Rock's going to come out.
Do you think Paul Heyman could bring back Brock Lesnar at some point?
Is he in the clear now? As long as he's in the clear with all that mess.
He's in clear at the moment. At the moment, he's in the complete clear, from what I understand.
All right.
So I mean, it could mess up by the time he comes out. I mean, we got to get him in there as quick as we can because we know this guy's gonna fuck up no matter what, dude. There is something dark in that closet. So let's get him out there for like his final match, and then just shove him back to that closet. And then
also the thing about Brock, he doesn't need to do it anymore. He doesn't. In which he's set for life. You know.
I get that, but can we not get some entertainment purpose? Who doesn't want to see this guy, man? Because like he doesn't even got to do it anymore, man. Like
exactly what I'm saying is that sometimes somebody comes back for a paycheck, right? And sometimes they want the money. Sometimes they're making it and they have some money, but they want a $6 million paycheck, right, for a year or two. Brock doesn't need the money. He's set for life. So at whatever point something bad comes, he's like, fuck you guys, see you later, right? So you got to him down now, get what you can get, and then when the shit hits the fan, he'll be like, fuck you guys, I'm out of here. Fuck you, I'm going home, right?
Well, that's all of them, dude. I mean, The Rock, John Cena.
Cena's supposed to be back in this one, right? Is this one of his farewell tours?
I'm saying, like, we're talking about not needing money. That's almost all of these old guys. Like, CM Punk doesn't really need the money. Like, what the fuck are you doing wrong, bro? Like, get your life together.
But you understand the point is that.
No, I get you, dude. I get you. I'm just saying none of them need money.
It's fair enough. Whatever, but it is what it is. But I want Bloodline versus Bloodline as versus. But I do want to move on from that because I do want to talk about. What is it, Damian Priest versus Gunther?
Gunther wins.
Ooh, I don't think Gunther wins. I used to despise Damian Priest before he had his teeth fixed. Just despise him. But he's come into his own. He doesn't really need like anybody, so he's actually starting to become entertaining. He's starting to really be able to handle the mic better. And, it's kind of like Logan Paul. You don't want to like him, but you got to give the man props. He's entertaining and he does everything he's got. And it's like, damn, I want to see Logan Paul out there doing crazy shit again, like leaping from one side to the other. And, that's what he does. And like Damian Priest, he's been holding his own, doing all his stuff. I just want to see him build himself up to be a little bit better where you don't have to worry about them little snots coming out helping him win.
But that's how I think it's going to work. And I'm taking this from Jim Cornette. This is my own fucking idea. And I'm a complete cult of Cornette fucking mark. I'll say that all day. But I think one of the Judgment Day. One of the Judgment Day is going to fuck it up for Priest. Gunther's going to win because he needs that belt. He needs the El General. He needs that shit. Like he's the heel. He can hold that belt forever and everybody can just chase him. But someone's going to fuck it up for him, and then Damian Priest is going to just kind of start wrecking house and start trying to build it back up. We're talking about a title that really doesn't mean shit. This is not a title. This was just created like, what, a month ago, I think? No, I know it was like 2 months ago, but it's not that old of a title.
The only issue with it, though, is that if Damian loses it, no one else with the Judgment Day is going to really have anything, and nobody wants to see anybody else have anything. That means they're going to be irrelevant really quick. And
I think they're already irrelevant. Besides,
Rhea
going.
They
that's it.
Ripley shit with Liv Morgan because what should have happened is that Finn Balor, Liv Morgan, and JD McDougall should have formed their own faction and spun it off of the Judgment Day. And then
fucking JD. I wish I'd get rid of him. God damn, I do.
Yeah, I have a dirty old man point real quick. Did you see Liv Morgan's ass with fucking Rhea Ripley and when fucking stupid, what's his dumbass name with the wannabe Latino heat? But oh my God, Liv Morgan's ass in those Daisy Dukes when she turned around, I was like, oh my God, Liv. You're killing me.
She's another overrated one. I can't understand. Yeah, she's hot, but she's an overrated wrestler because.
Oh, I agree. She is shite. Yeah. She is the worst. But when she turned around, I was like, okay, now I get it.
She's something to look at, but she needs to stay heel. If she ever goes face again, she's just not going to get anywhere. It's too cheesy. She needs to stay heel. Some people don't need to be face.
Face to me so bad.
I mean, her on the Riot Squad was awesome. That was awesome. That's
and
fantastic.
this new women tag team that we got. What the fuck are these two girls? I can't even stand. I have to fast forward it. I can't stand it. It's a travesty.
Fuck women's wrestling. We need like one women's title and like 10 or 12 women's wrestlers. Let's be honest. Not. I am like.
We need the Divas champion back.
Yeah, when it comes to wrestling, I feel like the wrestling just isn't an all-around sport. Like girls are sitting home, like, oh, there's a couple of girls out there, but they're like the Luna Vachons, the Sherry Martell. We don't need like. Oh, I'm just saying.
There's
saying.
No more Chinas, man.
And pig-headed, but fuck women's. I'm actually looking forward to the Bailey match.
Opposite. I'm so the opposite. I love women's wrestling.
I know why you love women's wrestling too, Mecca. You were all by yourself. No, I'm joking, Mac.
You haven't seen this fight, bro. Like
I'm actually looking forward to the Bailey Nia Jax match. Number one, to see if Nia Jax fucks something up. And I did like how Bailey was like, "Look, you're." She didn't call her fat, but she's like, "You're lazy. You're."
Yeah, that was tight. I was like, "Oh, they're starting to rip."
I loved it when she said you're sloppy. I was like, "Yeah, you got you." What I want to see is Nia Jax versus that Piper girl. That's like a low-key sumo kind. That's kind of my little that Piper.
That Piper's another overrated wrestler. I just like, dude.
She is Irish and hot, bro. That accent for me, a little chunky. The accent, I'm down, dude. What's up?
And that my wife is just thinks that what's her name, her tag team partner is the funniest thing in the world, and just is like gets a trip out of her. And I'm like, she's just.
I love Chelsea Green is so fucking smart though. She's so
messed up. She's good for humor, but you know who I wish they'd have brought back? What were their names? They were God dang it, they used to do it all the time. They were awesome tag team champs, and they were so fucking funny.
The Iconics, right?
Iconics, yes. They messed up when they lost the Iconics. They were actually getting into a good drive there for a while, and then they left.
They didn't give them what they needed. They needed to give them more freedom, and they needed to make them a funnier version of the Bella Twins.
Oh, they were a trip. I used to hate them, and then they started doing that little iconic pose all the time, and I was like, "No, that's some funny shit."
People haven't seen them in Impact when they were in Impact for like 8 months. It was great. It was amazing. They were absolutely amazing in Impact. They had absolute freedom in Impact to do what they should have done in WWE. It was great.
That's when they lost. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying where wrestling is finally getting back to more of a hard, the language barrier is starting to break up, and I can only imagine what's going to happen when they get to Netflix and all. It's just kind of like throwing Howard Stern on Sirius XM. It's just like gloves are off. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want.
Real talk, today I was thinking, because you can ask Mecca, I'm a fair weather wrestling. I'm more of an 80s, 90s. I love listening to Jim Cornette. I love the old school documentaries and shit. But I haven't been able to get into it. I pay for WWE Network and Peacock, so I watch it, pay-per-views when they come on. But, just little by little. But then I contacted Mecca after, the Rock stuff. So I was like, dude, I need someone to talk wrestling with. Let's talk. He's like, you want to do a show? I was like, yeah.
That's so funny that you said that.
I was like, I just want to talk wrestling with somebody, bro. And then
I watched Body Slam this weekend.
Right? Well, dude,
I watched Body Slam. It was so good.
Really? Well,
you never seen Body Slam?
Yeah, I think I have. I have seen Body Slam
with Piper and Lou Albino, that 80s.
Yeah,
dude, it was awesome.
The oldest guy, what's his name? Whenever I was a kid, I was like, where could I find that? I could never recognize him in the real.
It's on Tubi, man.
Yeah, but real talk, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, I think I watched what was it like? What Judgment? What was it? I watched almost everything since the beginning of the year. I was like, holy shit, they have kept me going all year long. And it's not just because me and him are talking about it a little bit. We've done weeks where nothing's going on, and we've talked about videos or some shit like that. But still, wrestling has been
I think
keeping
we
me.
missed like 3 weeks this year. I think we missed 3 or 4 weeks at some point because shit was just going on, and like I was just going crazy, or like I had an interview on a Friday night, and it was just not gonna work, right?
For 1 week, I made him watch The Rock. He made me watch some stupid fucking. What was that movie where the girl like falls in love with some old like 90s?
It was a great movie. It was Spirited Away.
That's like 90% of the movies from the 90s, bro.
I know, but I think I watched it back then. But then I'm sitting there looking. I was like, "Wait, how old is that little girl? And how old is this old guy right here? That this fucking I've been around for thousands of years." But I think it's kind of there was a sexual moment there where I was like, "What the fuck's going on here?"
It was not sexual. It was ridiculous.
There was a sexual moment. I even talked to my daughter about it because she's. I was like,
"Are you talking about Spy, My Spy?"
No, Spirited Away by Hayao Miyazaki.
Oh, I watched the new My Spy movie with what's his name, Batista.
Oh, I was thinking about watching that, dude, but I didn't watch it.
It's cute, man. It's if you just need some family movie to watch, he's a trip. He's another scratch your head. How did he become such a big actor? Like, how did that happen? It's the last person you thought that. What was it? Deacon Batista was going to be the major acting star.
He was in a bunch of good stuff.
Oh yeah, that blows my mind. I like his stuff he did with Stallone. So, and I'm still a big Rock advocate for movies. I know people bash his ass all the time because he's got bad roles, but
it depends.
He's badass to me.
He did like the Jungle Queen or something like that, or like the Jungle Cruise. And that was a
Jungle
rough
Cruise,
movie. That was rough. I don't think that was his fault.
Wasn't as rough as the Tooth Fairy.
But like he's done a bunch of good stuff. I mean, I'm trying to think of something that like I thought him in Fast and Furious was good. I don't think that
he's good in that. Hobbs and Shaw was humorous. It held your attention. It wasn't no Oscar-winning moment, but you put two of the baddest action stars.
I mean, I'm gonna ask you, right? Not every movie has to be an Oscar-winning movie, right?
No, that's what usually the non-Oscar winners are the best ones. You don't have to think; you can just enjoy it.
Like I love Die Hard, right? Is Die Hard an Oscar-winning movie? Not at all. But is Die Hard better than is Die Hard? Die Hard does its job, right?
One of the best Christmas movies ever, bro. So Die Hard's the shit.
I would say Die Hard's better than Ishtar, which won a freaking Academy Award. I'm like, really? Who's voting for this shit? Because it ain't the people that are watching it. That's for sure.
You want to hear some of the comments real quick while we're taking a quick break? We have a person from Australia saying what's up.
That's cool.
At the very beginning, this guy TG giving us shit saying, "Isn't it all fake?" Blah blah blah. And then he said he made a Kamala reference. It's like this bitch motherfucker. And then he's like, "I guess I'm the only one chatting in here. Y'all have fun talking to each other." I want to be like, "That's what the fuck."
Well, then go somewhere else. Hey, fuck you, Brian Polito.
Then we got green greetings from my homie Verde Vamp. Then we got that's Australia. Like I said, and then we got Michelle Maxwell, and then we got Winston Smith, who's my biggest fucking troll. Welcome, Winston, you fucking asshole. I told him he's a bitch made gobbler, but yeah, good on you, good on you.
I like Winston's comments. I think they're good at me.
What's his comment? She's always like, the quality of your stream is crap. I was like, I'm doing the vertical live shit that they're pushing right now. Of course, it's just vertical on my phone, bro. Like, that's what they want. They want the whole TikTok feel. This shit doesn't get pushed that much. They don't really care about this long form shit that we do. But the vertical lives, they fucking love that. And
right? Isn't it so interesting? Like YouTube likes my community shit, and they push that shit. And then they push like all my shorts and all like my micro content, and it's crazy. And like the interview gets no traction. I'm like, that's awesome because I figured out where the money is.
I'm going to bed. Have a migraine. Good night, Michelle Maxwell. I'm sorry you have a headache. Winston, this stream sucks too. Fuck you, Winston.
Hey, Hey, Winston, come on.
He says what he says, but I swear to God, he might have been the first one to get on my live streams and say something, and he's been on almost every live stream. So guess what? In your own way, Winston, you support the fuck out of me, bro. Back to the action.
Support all of us. I like Winston.
Well, I don't really care if he supports you, dude. I'm talking about me. This is just a group effort here. You're the one talking. No, I'm joking, man. Yeah, I like Winston. Hopefully, I hope he pops up in your shit and gives you shit.
How did I lose 600 Instagram followers just by being on your show already? God damn.
You should follow Mecca, dude. So that way you can give Mecca shit. He's a great troll, Mecca. I'm telling you like him, dude.
Well, you'll never get a hold of me. I have people that do my shit for me. Every so often, I'll pop on there.
See, I love a good troll. I had a troll on eBay that said I sold him fake cards, and he said, "Saying you're no friends, bro." And I'm like, "You think I would fake a $7 card, man? I'm an $8 faker." Like, and then after a while, it's like I'm like, and then basically I started calling him a base head. I said, "Bro, you're a base head," and that was then he's like, "Well, that's okay," and he had nothing to say to me, and then he was trying to like be like, "You probably don't have any friends," and I'm like, "You know what?
Does your mom know you're up late?"
When was the last time somebody called somebody a basehead, dude? That's a '90s reference, like a mofo right there, dude.
And then I said, "Don't worry, Dr. Dre is locked in my
I was
basement."
about to say, yeah, that's exactly. I was like, you're a basehead, basically.
And the
Dude,
guy,
90s rock.
His response to me is, "Bro, you have no friends." And then I'm like, "Dr. Dre is locked in my basement." And then I just kept going. And every time he responded to me, all I would do is come up with like an Eminem lyric back at him. And like went up for like 50, and I was having a field day. And eBay was like, they didn't give a shit. It was great.
Well, real quick, let me ask you. I get just another broke bitch begging for money, right? And okay, so if you're doing this, you're begging for somebody to pay attention to you, somebody to do whatever. You're begging them to look at your cards. You're begging them to buy your shirt. They're begging to buy your merch. You're begging all this bullshit. So basically, I just cut out the middleman. Say, let me hold $1. Hit me up on my Cash App. What the fuck? What's different in that? Or you can spend $15 on a shirt and I probably get like $3 off of that bitch. Or you could just let me hold $1. But they call me like a broke beggar. But
I'll buy that for $1.
I tried this on Kickstarter and I got so much shit for it. And you know what it is? I basically tried it. I said, guys, we can do this one way or the other. And you know what it is? People don't like it. And this is the solution is that guess what? A lot of people don't get on my show anymore. And I'm like, great. This is awesome. I
got merch for days, or you could just let me hold a fucking $1. You want a mouse pad with me holding my titties? Or do you just want to give this motherfucker $1? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I mean, and when it comes down to it, who really wants to own any shirt that I created? I'm just saying, like, who's buying my, like, I haven't created anything awesome yet. So if you like me, just.
Oh, I haven't created anything either. I'm just reselling shit because I get to buy it at wholesale.
Well, yeah, you got a better business. I'm just selling myself. You're selling you.
No. My point is that do you really think I'm going to fake a $7 card when it's going to cost me $4 to make it, and it cost me $4 to buy it? I would just buy the fucking card and sell it to you. Like, it's so ridiculous. It would cost me just.
You look like the type of piece of shit.
It's like if I'm gonna fake something, I'll be honest. I would if I'm gonna counterfeit it. I'm gonna counterfeit the $100 or $200 item. I'm not gonna counterfeit.
You're gonna counterfeit me a Pokemon card that's worth thousands of dollars.
Right? Like why would I fake a $7 card? Like it's so ridiculous. But the best thing is that the guy didn't ask for his money back. I'm like, if you thought it was fake, if you said, hey man, I think this is fake, you know, can I have my money back? You know, that'd be one thing. But he didn't even ask for his money back. Or she didn't ask for her money back. I'm like, okay.
Winston has an actual wrestling question. Actually, Winston, why don't you call in right now? 214-564-6443. Call in and we'll talk to you. Or you can just ask your question right there. Because I bet you're not man enough to call in, you bitch-made goblin motherfucker. All right.
I'm terrified of Winston, what he's gonna say. Hopefully, he's not gonna say anything.
Wow.
No, he's not one of the racist kids. No, I know the racist dude, and that he's not one of the racist ones. The kids do get off of saying the N word on my channel, like, and I'm like, dude, what is that like? Does it make you like because I'm an old white guy? You think it's funny? And you can even tell, like, dude, I know you're not a real racist. Like, I would actually take a phone call from a real racist. I was like, wake up, white people! You're destroying our country, bro. This kid just said the N-word. I don't care about. I mean, he's not a real racist. Let's see if Winston asked the actual question. No, he did not. Throw out, bud. They were looking for some earlier. Oh, I don't know what's going on. So we missed any other matches? Are there any more important matches going on December 7th tomorrow?
Well, what else is going on? I mean, we have.
Is it a 2-day event or is it a 1-day?
It's got to be, please, just one day. I'm so sick of these. And you know what? I almost don't want wrestling in America anymore, dude. The France and the crowds in the other countries have been amazing, dude. I feel like America
Anywhere except Dubai and all that bullshit.
Really and truly. Oh, wait. Oh, he's calling the other number, you motherfucker.
Hold on, why not Dubai? I like the idea.
That's baby's
The
mom.
women have to come out dressed like their Power Rangers.
It's getting more progressive. And hear my argument on this. It's a legitimate argument. Is that it's going to take time. I had a discussion with my sister's husband about this, and he's like, "Oh, it's suppressing the nature."
Or it was already split before. This one just didn't get a suction. Okay, but it's not working. This one it's not working.
I don't know
what the hell is he? Yeah, we can hear your entire perverted conversation right now.
So this is my argument about the Dubai thing. Just mute Keenan. Are you done, Keenan? Are you okay, Keenan?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just her dumb ass. No, I'm fine. You can keep me on.
This is where I'm going with this is that
Winston
has actually started reform in Saudi Arabia when they go there. And I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but it used to be.
Hold on, Winston. I'm sorry to bug you. Winston called in. Speak, Winston.
Hey, how you doing?
Speak. Come on, you're ruining stories. You got something important to say or what?
I got a wrestling question.
Oh, you got a wrestling question? Dude, this voice that you do is amazing. Go ahead. What's your wrestling question?
As you know, Big Papa Pop Scott Steiner.
Yeah, real quick, that's a good point. Yeah, I know, but real quick, that's a good point. The what's his name? Braun Breaker versus
You talking about the orange Oompa Loompa?
Yeah, Braun Breaker versus what the fuck's his name? The redheaded kid. That's going to be on. You think that's going to be a pretty good match, maybe? Good.
I mean, one has red hair, the other one's got orange skin. So, I mean, Braun needs to chill with that spray tan shit.
Yeah, I mean, but he's old.
He can pull the Frankensteiner off, but every time he does, you can see orange on the other people's necks and shit.
Let's call his move the Frankensteiner, but he's still called Braun Breaker. How does that fucking? Why isn't he called Steiner then? Like if you,
he's one of those that I don't want to make a name off of my daddy, but still does. Let me tell you something. If my daddy had a lot of money and made money, and I was like, "You best goddamn right, I'm using his name." I was like, "Shit."
I mean, it's like it's not. There's a million. You look like, and he even did like. It's not like it's a hidden thing. We know Braun Breaker's a Steiner. Just be a Steiner, dude. And now that Vince is gone, maybe at first it's because they wanted to own the name, and you can't. You can't. The Steiners that's their name. You can't own anything with the Steiner on it.
What's crazy, under new contracts, WWE superstars can retain their names.
Thank God. That's finally what happened because
within reason, meaning that they can't. So if you're on the air and on the network, it's not like you could have a name. You have to give up what has been recorded, but that's kind of been what has been the rule in wrestling and in streaming forever. So that's nothing new. But, you can go to AEW, and if you're John Cena, you now can go to AEW as John Cena. So
Yeah, that's why Dwayne couldn't stop using The Rock, because every time he put Dwayne The Rock Johnson on movies, he had to pay Vince McMahon. And I was like, fuck that.
So finally, under new contracts, they can maintain their names, but maybe they don't want to because you're in WWE and maybe you want a WWE career, and so you want a new name because it's a fresh start, which also makes sense too, because if you've been on the Indies and then you've been rebuilt in NXT, maybe you want to have a fresh start, which is also okay to some degree, but it makes sense that if you're, Ethan Page should only be Ethan Page's name.
LA Knight wouldn't have to be fucking LA Knight, which is stupid as shit. Like, I thought he was
Drake. He could be Eli Drake.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So they changed it to like LA Knight because it's close to Eli Drake. Like, what the fuck? Like, Eli, like, guys, like, what does it matter? Like, how much money are you really, even when Vince was in power, how much money are you really giving up by letting him use the name that he built off of? But now they're starting to fix it. It's starting to come around. And I mean, they're doing good things. So there's only so much shit I could talk. There's only, you're gonna pick at it so much that it fucking sucks. I like what they're doing. This motherfucker. 20
definitely are back.
Says something stupid.
Hey.
Thank you. I won. See, him just saying hey like that. I won. See, I kind of troll the trolls. Like I give them a second to go, and then just fuck you.
So we'll get back to my Dubai argument. I believe in reform, right? I believe that reform takes time, and they used to have to wrestle almost pretty much in everything minus a burqa hat. And that was the first event that they were done. And then it got a little bit better, and it's gotten better. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's going to take time. But Saudi Arabia is getting reformed. And this WWE, and I've had a massive discussion with, I guess, my brother-in-law. And I think that's my sister's husband. I think that is what it's referred to. If it's something else, feel free to correct me, everybody. But I think reform has actually happened. And I think WWE's done a great job, but it's going to take a while. So when people say fuck WWE being in Dubai, I don't think that's the right answer. I want UFC, and I want women heavyweight title fight in Saudi Arabia. Because that's how we get reform. That's how we get equal rights. That's how we get democracy by definition in the Middle East. This is how it's done because they care about money and they care about the fact that in 20 years when oil is dried up, all the money they need.
I have nothing.
I mean, not to get geopolitical, but
I was about to say we're about to take this wrestling show into a fucking weird place, bro.
But it is political, but it's also very progressive, and it's going to take a while. But WWE being in Dubai is actually a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. So I mean, I'm very firm on this, and as somebody who leans right, I'm very firm on this because I actually think it's a progressive, open thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. So that's how I feel. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
It just wouldn't fly back in the 90s when they had, Cat and Sable and all them. Nobody was going to watch Cat and Sable in Dubai and over there dressed that way.
You know who had Sable on a comic cover, right?
I did until you asked me.
So Darren Davis booked Sable on a Muse 10 comic cover. Pretty much in like her hands were covering her tits. It's brilliant cover. I have the cover too. I didn't even know it was Darren Davis. I just interviewed Darren Davis like 3 months ago.
I had a couple of them. My people that was reached out to. I've been really pushing hard to get Trish to do a one-shot series, and then there was then we reached out to I like her. She's what was her name with the pink hair and the red hair and no, she's she never in her life in her entire career wrestled one match. there. She can't. She brought Piper in. God, why can't I remember her name?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about at all. Like,
Yeah, the female wrestler. She was. Piper came in with her when she made her come back for that short period. God dang it!
Oh,
It's not Alexa Bliss.
No, she's not wrestling at all anymore. She's got her own thing going on. She
Oh, Eve Marie.
Eva Marie, that's her. Yeah.
She
Then we
wrestled
said
more
something.
than one match. She wrestled more than one match.
I don't recall her. She was in a match, but I don't recall her actually wrestling because I don't know if she really did. Well, she did. Wait, I'll take that back. She was it who was she went over to NXT, right?
She was in NXT. Then
She started wrestling over there. That's right. Okay, I retract. So my apologies.
I get where you're going with this. Where she was in WWE for a very short time when she came back,
Yeah.
and then she disappeared. Oh,
I think she was done wrong personally. I think she really was wanting to try to do something, but I think with Vince and everything, they just kind of like brushed her to the side. I would love to do some work with her if she reaches out. You hear that, Eva? That guy that's been sending you emails, or I guess Jamie. That's my marketer and promoter. She's trying to get a hold of you. We've been wanting to do a comic book.
listen up, Eva.
Yeah, if you're watching.
No, I'm joking. She probably doesn't. She might be a subscriber of mine. I don't think so, though.
it's weird. There's a lot of people who watch me who should not be watching me. It's weird.
Yeah. Let's see. So speaking of old school, I did watch that movie that I thought was really good, Body Slam. And the only reason I watched it because somebody said it was one of the worst movies ever made, and I was like, not really. It was pretty good. You know, you get your old wrestlers in it.
Dwarf guy, like that was pretty. I love that guy. Like that dude was pretty badass. Dude. Like,
I know this movie. This is so weird.
What?
It's so weird. I don't know this movie.
Yeah,
Body Slam? It's an old 80s movie. Has Roddy Piper in it. Flair even made an appearance in it. Flair was in it for a short second. Blue Albino was in it. What are the Samoan twin guys that was in the?
He's one of the Samoans that are in wrestling right now. I think he's Fatu's father. Like,
yeah, it was their fathers. When they were the what were they called then? And
Samoans, right?
Yeah, they were in it. They played. And so yeah, it was pretty good. I like watching them. Yeah, that's what sucks.
I had it on VHS.
Is it one of them Roman's father?
Not his father, like his uncle.
Yeah, I think he's one of the new not Jacob Fatu, but the other two fathers that just came in.
You're talking about Jay Uso and them? Jay Uso's father, that's Rikishi.
No, not Jay Uso, the other two, like, of the bloodline right now. There's Jacob Fatu.
Oh, yeah. Those two clowns, yeah. They need to be,
Is Sika one of the wild Samoans?
Yep.
He's Roman's father.
Okay, there you go.
So
I know.
That's crazy, right? Have you actually seen their bloodline? Have you seen their bloodline?
That's a lot. There's people in that bloodline I didn't even know. That's like it's hard for me to believe.
It's crazy.
I didn't even know. Nia Jax was in the bloodline for a good bit when she first started. I was like, she's
Roman is the uncle to Jay and Jimmy. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now. How old is Roman Reigns and how old are Jay and Jimmy Uso?
They're close because they grew up together. That's why they call each other brothers. They're like a year or so. Yeah.
Like apart. That's ludicrous. Basically, Roman Reigns owed them a birthday gift as their uncle when he was 6 months old.
They had sleepovers. So when they were in school, they go, "What you doing this weekend?" I'm spending the night and sleeping with my uncle.
Well, dude, my daughter has 2 kids, and so my 5-year-old son's an uncle, and his nieces are like 3 years old. Or he has a nephew. He has a nephew that's older than him because my daughter has a stepson. So it's
It
just
happens a lot, especially in the state I was born, Tennessee.
The Samoan bloodline doesn't even. It's like if you're Samoan and you just know each other, bloodline. That's almost how it works sometimes.
I think it's funny. I think it's crazy. But I looked at that and I'm like, holy shit, this is an amazing, crazy bloodline where like all these kids are all the same, but they're all at different tiers, and it's just wild. Where it's just like it's mind-boggling.
Yeah, it's what they say in Virginia too.
I don't know about that. Now, again, dude, this has been a weird fucking show, dude. Damn, that's what they say in Virginia.
Oh man, this is all about letting it out. Fuck you, Brian Polito. This is all about letting it out.
A little bit different than Hawaiian Samoan bloodline. I'm just saying there might be some more intertwining in Virginia than the Hawaiian Samoan blood. I don't know, man. I'm just fucking with you. I did want to ask you where you're from with that country accent, bro.
Tennessee. I have to work on the accent. Every time I have to go for a part, they say always bite your back tooth when you want to change your accent. And it's very hard playing parts with this accent.
I'm a huge fan of accents. And I was driving through like Arizona, and I go to a hotel, and the lady had a real unique accent. And so I was like, oh my gosh, are you from here? Is this like an Arizona accent? I love the way you talk. Well, your accent sounds funny and stupid. Like, whoa, bitch. I was actually giving you a compliment. I didn't know where you were. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. So we got any more about, or we all? This guy's got to go to work at 5 a.m. and shit, man. We can't be. I mean, it's probably like.
Oh, I didn't say I gotta go work. I just gotta get up at 5 a.m. That's when I do my Saturday morning cartoons, man.
That's all I said.
He was complaining. I thought the way he made it sound, he made it sound like he had to go to work. But no, that's what I do say. What cartoons come? What do you like? Retrofit like ABC cartoons from 1982 or something? Because
I have a library I created that has a 81, 82, 83 years where it has the bumpers, commercials, the shows, and everything as the way it was when I grew up. So when I woke up, it started with the Fantastic Four, had the commercials, then it goes to Godzilla, Janet of the Jungle. So when I hit it, I just hit play, and it's like time warp. Commercials, cereal ads, everything. The old bumpers. I started doing those things. So I get up at 5 only because I have 2 boys that wake up around 6 or so, and when they're up, it's all over. So I get up early before they do, so I can get cereal.
Have you tried to get your sons to like watch old? Because I try to get my son to watch old school.
Man.
It's stupid. This is dumb. I was like, kid, I never wanted to hit a kid once in my life.
I used to. Before they got old enough to start realizing what they could find on their own, my oldest, he would come down and we'd watch it together, and he enjoyed it. But then all of a sudden, when this new generation with this new animation kicked in, now the older animation looks stupid to him. I'm like, well, your shit looks stupid to me. So
exactly. Before this, I was watching Angel Cop, which is an anime. It was from like 94, and
that's kind of older in it.
It's fucking awesome. Like I was watching Big O like the other day, and it's amazing. And like Big O is done by the team that's done some stuff on Brave and the Bold. Batman Brave.
It's a lot different when somebody's doing the animation by hand versus a computer.
It's also the style where it's like big bold lines. Like the style is so cool, and I love like big bold lines, and I love new school. Like I love new school art. Like I'm a big new school guy. And so, like, if I ever get tatted up, which I don't have any as of yet, but if I do, like, I'm a new school guy. Like, I want new school shit all over me because I think it's dope.
I'm sorry, keep talking, man. My bad, Mecca. Go ahead.
So, like, I like big, bold outlines, which is Brave and the Bold, the Batman animated series, Brave and the Bold. But, like, new animation doesn't have that. And it's not even so much even done computer or not computer. It's just a stylistic position. Where like even Batman Beyond had, thicker outlines. And so like I just think that things come and go. But like that I grew up on is like Brave and the Bold, and Batman Beyond, and Static Shock, which had that and Big O and stuff like that, had a certain style and animation. And I think the new generation and even new anime, because I'm a big anime junkie, it's cleaner, thinner, almost no lines, and it's weird. But it's not bad. It's just a different style. So,
yeah.
I feel you.
Well, that's my morning. You say what?
Did I show you my new tattoo, Mecca?
I don't know. Don't. Hey, whoa. Hey, before you say go for it. Okay.
Thug Life and Simpsons lettering on my belly, bitch.
Did you just?
And that's for real. I got a YouTube live video of me getting this tattoo done. Simpsons.
And the Dodgers are going to cost me $1 today. Fuck the fucking Dodgers.
Oh, I should have been doing this a long time ago if I wasn't so busy. Oh, man. Just shooting the shit. I just should have come on a long time ago.
This is what we do. We said,
yeah.
Again, my interviews and my show conversations in pop culture is more structured because it has to be. And it's also more topical and it's more to the point of, I obviously have something to do it. Like this show, we're talking about wrestling and we're just bullshitting. And there's been plenty of times where I've been completely fucked up on this show. And it's a great time, right, Keith?
I wanted to do it, and I told you because I just want to do something different. Because I'm getting tired of having to go on and be talking about what we're doing, what's going on. I was like, I just want to shoot the shit. I just want to talk about something else, Get on here and just.
I don't want to interview things. I don't do interviews. I hate interviews. No, that's not true. So let me explain what happened in my world. Is that I run a business, and every time I want to help you get filthy fucking rich. They're like, I don't want to talk to you, Andrew. And then I'm like, why? I want to make you wealthy. What the fuck's up with that shit? I'm going to give you the fucking blueprint how to get rich for free. And all these other fake ass gurus are going to charge you like $9,000 to do it. And nobody wants to talk to me. And nobody, because I don't have a comic book. And then I said, fuck this shit. You don't want to talk to me? I'll keep my knowledge. Then I stopped doing interviews. I stopped hanging out with people in comics. And what I started doing is focusing on the YouTube community shit, focusing on my interviews, focusing on building the back-end content and actually producing good content and edited content on the micro content and actually focused on my business. And I made a fuck ton of money and I'm about to make a fuck ton more money. So great, guys. And I don't want to be on somebody's show anymore. I'd rather do this. It's way better.
That's right. Exactly. So you know what? You can just tell them, say, fuck you, Brian Polito.
I want to say industry. I don't want to be in comics in that industry because it's so goddamn fucking toxic. And it's horrible. Horrible.
You telling shit. People are always trying to steal my shit.
Tell us how you really feel, man. I'm not for sure I get it, dude.
I mean, no. I mean, I look at it, and every time I go into a comic Facebook group, I want to puke, and I want to say, why the fuck am I here still? Because it's so bad. It's so bad, and there's so much drama, and it's so unproductive, and it's a waste of energy. Legitimately, I pulled $2,500 worth of cards. I'm going to sell 1,500 to 1,800 of that. Keep some of the shit for me. And I mean, that's more than my fucking paycheck in 2 weeks at my job.
I love comics because that's my life, and I like to write only because I'm going to make comics great. Make comics great again.
I enjoy comics. Like, I enjoy reading comics. I enjoy collecting. I hate the fucking community because it's so goddamn fucking toxic, and it's become so about me. There's only one team in comics, and comics does have an I, and it's I, the creator, and what can I take from you?
Yeah.
That's
well,
it's honest.
That's one of these things that drive me nuts about it, and I try my best. I know I'm running my mouth and saying, the F you and stuff, out of jest and just to be stupid. But in all reality, it's like eventually everybody's got to stop doing these things. But there's some people you can't change.
not that. It's not that. It's the. I'll tell you where I'm coming from because it's a much bigger issue than your issue. At least, and I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real clear about it. Is my show costs money to run.
Yeah.
Now I don't need people to go be like, oh, it's $10 to come on your show. But you know what is? If you've been on my show 5 fucking times, you should fucking send me your book. There's no show 10 times in 3 years when they needed interviews and they needed help. And then all of a sudden they become big and they forget where they come from. And it's like, what do you mean you forgot where you come from when you were small and I was sticking my neck out for you? And I didn't have to do a damn thing. And you can't return.
I'm a big guy. I'm really big on that. I can't stand that because, I mean, it's like I've reached out to some people and when they don't ever want to get back with me, I get pissed. And then when they find out a little bit more about me, then they're like, "Oh, hey, man." I'm like, no. It doesn't work like that. You blow up and you become somebody. You better remember how you got there.
There is a fuck you tour coming for me. And when I go on it,
yes.
I mean, I've joked with my friends saying Andrew Davis is going on the fuck you tour. It's not going to be pleasant. And when I go, there's a saying: when you aim at the king, you better not miss.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
What's he doing? He's reading.
No. Real quick, we were talking about comic books and shit, and I found, like, in my move, I found this book that I bought at a head shop called The Green Reefer. I think this is issue number 1. I'm not for sure if another issue ever got printed of this ever, but it's just like, it's kind of like Bloodman and Chronic from Jay and Silent Bob, but this guy just, and it's like this little Mexican dude. Like I was reading, like y'all were sitting there talking, I was like, I completely forgot about that shit. Like, I mean, this guy, it's crazy and shit. My bad, guys. My bad.
No,
that's all right.
This is how I feel.
That's all good. And nobody can tell somebody how to feel. That's what I believe. If you feel it, then it's real. It's your feel. It's your truth.
This hasn't come out of nowhere. This is years. This is years. And again, this should be a therapy group thing that you start doing now. People can come on here and vent their bitching on it. This is a good way to do it. Everybody will be coming up. I wonder who's going to get bitched about today. And then they come on. But nobody wants to hear this shit. Nobody wants to hear it because the second we go into this and we start talking truths about this shit, nobody wants to fucking admit this is a problem in comics. And guess what?
That's where you're missing. People do want to hear bitching and all this shit, but you're right. They won't care about what you're talking. They won't care about your comic book goals. They want to hear you. Oh, this is what grinds my gears about. They want to hear you get upset and shit, bro. But they won't actually give a shit enough to like, oh, well, this has to change. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would love to hear y'all like, hey, get on here and vent and bitch. Like, you can have anybody on here, not just bitching about comics, bitching about their life, their job, or whatever. Because nobody's gonna really give a shit what they're talking about. Just that they're upset. It's kind of funny to watch somebody get all, oh, comics get me mad, and oh, this happened. You know, that's what people think.
I don't give a fuck who sees this. I don't care if this offends somebody because they don't dictate my economic status. People think they do, but that's the problem. Is that I could leave this show tomorrow. I could leave all my interview shit, and I'll just go get rich. And guess what? You got money, you got freedom, and you got choices. And I'm getting there.
Hey, you're kind of contradicting me, though. Let me hold the dollar, though. My guys, let me hold the dollar. You can cash at me. Whatever. I don't know what this guy's saying. I depend on my viewers.
Well, I know what I'm saying.
Y'all. I love
it. Dude, don't get me wrong, but I don't give a fuck.
I agree with you. Yeah, I got like 25 people over here watching us. So you say it, so I just got to interject. Like, I still want your money, guys.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I got a stand store. I got a cash. Well, cash at me right there.
Before I head out, I want to. I'm not going to say it no more though. But just a quick one. If anybody wants to see what's going on and wants to know what's happening, they can follow me at Fate68 Comics. Everything is at Fate68 Comics with an X on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. one of my lovely associates will be happy to talk and answer anything. And if you need something from me, they will relay it to me, and we can do what we can. Be on the lookout for the trailer for the new movie, The Adventures of JP Cummings, coming soon. We're filming it next week, at least part of it. So that's on. Other than that, man, Andrew, loved it. This was the best venting session I've had in a long time. So
And the
thanks,
5
guys, for letting me have it.
was pretty good too. We talked about wrestling. It was good for that. No, I can go.
We'll have to reconvene after SummerSlam and see what's going on. So, hey, Andrew, hit me up when we're going to be doing some SummerSlam recaps.
It'll probably be next week, right, Keenan?
I'm down there every week.
Down with. Give me a holler. We'll do it. Guys, have a good one. I'll see y'all later.
Awesome.
Peace. Bye.
All right, that was a good show. I liked it. You want to give your shout outs? You want to tell people where to find your shit at?
Yeah. So obviously, all my stuff is down below. It's Pop Anime Comics. It's Pop Anime Comics on the thing that's known as Twitter/X now. It's also Instagram, Pop Anime Comics. Facebook is Pop Anime Comics. YouTube is Pop Anime Comics. TikTok is Pop Anime Comics. As always, as I throw up my graphic and go find it, I am Pop Anime Comics on the eBay. Look for comics and collectibles. Come shop with us on eBay. So I sell a lot of comic books. I sell a lot of cards. I sell a lot of cool stuff along those lines. So stuff like this is usually in my store. It's in the description down below. It's a base relic card from the Rickwood game that was played, I think, in June, which is one of the oldest Negro League stadiums still in existence. Really cool baseball game. And I have a base relic card from the game. So looking at 170 for that one. So it's a cool card. It's a rare card. This is also another picture of that card if you're looking for a better picture. I got that in play. So that's stuff that I carry. I carry comics like this in my store. I carry stuff like this in my store. I also tend to carry some stuff like this in my store as well. So that's a 10 and 10. And then I carry some really cool anime comics like this and like this as well. And so as I've been saying for a while, I carry a lot of books. And if I don't have what you're looking for, you can ask me because I might have it. And if I don't have it, most likely I know somebody who does, either on a card level or a comic level or a collectible level. And I'm more than happy to direct anybody where they need to be if they're looking for that cool shit. So that's everything that I got going on. And that's my job. And yeah, so that's everything I got going on. So hit me up. I'm accessible, social media, eBay, all that stuff. You just want to say hi. Appreciate it. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do. And if you're Winston, I'm still looking for you as a subscriber, Winston. I'm still looking for you, buddy. I definitely want you as a subscriber. So you can tell me all the time.
He is an eBay scammer.
That's exactly what I am.
This is all Winston, bro. I was in creepy hentai guys chat. Why aren't you answering the phone? Because your shit's stupid. Pussy won't answer the phone. Bitch, Winston, if I knew you in real life, you'd fucking be dead, bitch. Stream sucks, and then it says he is an eBay scammer. Ooh, he calls you out.
Scam people on eBay, guys. I run a legitimate eBay business, and
Winston,
you can go fuck yourself.
Winston's a BMG. It's a bitch made gobbler. All he does is lie. And troll. So don't.
It's okay, Winston. Winston, you can come to Connecticut. I'll take you out for a nice lunch, and then I'll give you a hug at the end of our lunch. It's all right, Winston.
Homosexuals. All right, well, you know where you can find me. You know what I need to do. Let me just on the dollar, man. I am fucking broke. I dipped so deep into my savings. It's not even funny, dude. I thought I felt broke in the last decade. No, this is what being broke feels like right now. So you can hit up my stand store. You can just let me hold the dollar. But I got merch for sale. I got shirts. I got fucking mugs. I got mouse pads with my titties on it and shit, guys. Come on. Or you just let me hold the fucking dollar and call it easy. We are literally like 200 subscribers, 200 hours away from the 4,000 hour mark. And then I might get monetized, and it might be easier for them just to ask a super chat, but we'll see. Winston, I love you, but fuck you. We good?
I think we're good. I think we're good, everybody. And SummerSlam's tomorrow night, guys, and recap. And as always, if you want to be on the show, you could hit me up. You know, on my socials, you could hit Keenan up, and you want to join us for the SummerSlam.
You can call Keenan. I got a phone number right there, 214-564-6443. And if you're a fine ass lady, you can use that number too. I don't mind. We can talk it up. We can chit chat on there. Just swipe right. Give me a call.
Well, that's that, everybody. Have a good night, and peace.